Okay guys, I think I'm finally ready for YouTube. I'm so happy today to finally start YouTube. I was thinking about creating my YouTube channel for a few months. I don't think you really know me through my TikToks and my Reels. That's why I decided to create a new way to spend time together, to be more intimate. So I've grouped all the questions together. It was not easy because actually I just wanted to tell you a story. I wanted there is a common thread. Like this you can understand that actually everything in my life is intertwined, and it's so important for me to explain that and that you understand that. My mother language is French, but I decided to do all my channels in English because like this you all can understand me and I can reach more people, and I'm so happy to improve my English every day. So be kind with me, please. Before starting, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the love and the support since last year. And let's go for the new YouTube chapter. Okay, first of all, I wanted to introduce myself. Like, basically, I'm from Belgium, so I live in Belgium. I was born in Belgium. I live in Namur. Je vis à Namur. It's a city near Brussels. So I have two sisters. As maybe you all know already, we are triplets. So we are born the same day, the same year, the same day. We are not really the same, but like we are the same, but we are not the same. Later I'm going to answer maybe 2-3 questions about me and my sisters because they were relevant questions about that. So what's your ethnicity? Actually, I'm from Belgium. I was born in Belgium, but my mother is from Poland and my father is from Belgium. So we have a little bit part of us from Poland. You speak French, guys. I speak French. It's crazy because you all think that I'm from US, but actually no, I'm from Europe. I'm not from US. Definitely I'm not from US, but I love the US. I speak Dutch little bit. Ik spreek Nederlands, maar niet te veel. The accent is so special, but okay, so what came up most often in the questions was about my fitness journey. How did you start training? What motivated you to start? What was the reason to begin your first fitness journey, your sport life journey? When I was 5, I came to my parents and I was like, okay, father, can I play football? So I started playing football at 5 until 11. I was playing all the time, literally all the time, in front of the house, at school, of course. There was an article about me in the newspaper. I was so proud. And I decided to stop. I still don't know why, but I decided to stop at 11 and I started playing basketball. I wanted to play basketball. So during all my college years, I was playing basketball. I remember when I was at college, there were competition between classes of handball, basketball, and I still remember one day a teacher of another class took my arm and said to me, Justine, you leave the field right now because there is no competition because of you. Actually, I always had the ball. The problem is when I was 16 or 15, I don't remember, but I got injured because actually I was doing too much sports. I was doing sport like every day. I was going to the training like every day and it was too much, I think. So one day I get injured. I had a patella dislocation. So my knee was there. After 6 months of re-education, I played 1 more year basketball, but after that I stopped. And I have a friend, I was 17, I have a friend that called me and told me, oh, come to the gym with me. So guys, it is right now more than 12 years ago. 12 years ago, bro. So about the questions, how did you grow up? How were your school years? And how did you balance your university life and gym? Okay, so my school years, as I told you, it was really nice. I always wanted to be the first of the class, so I was working hard for that. At university, it became for me a little bit more complicated. So it was when I started fitness, actually. It was my first year of university. It was in 2011. Actually, it was the beginning of really complicated years for me. It was 6 years at university, really hard and complicated because first of all I didn't like my studies. It was really difficult studies and really hard studies, and I didn't like the classes. I didn't like the atmosphere, the world. I was not in tune with the people around me. It was just not my world. But I knew I had to do something. I would say that gym at that time was not the same as today, because today it's just a whole lifestyle. At that time it was just my escape during the week, because it was the only time during the week that I was loving. Yeah, it was not about a physical goal, it was just about spending a good time during my week. In addition to that, I was spending time outside the university, but with toxic people, I had toxic friendship at that time. I think I was just experiencing friendships and life, but I was not chilling with the right persons. I'm sure I was also in a toxic relationship at that time, and it was really complicated to manage. So my confidence at that time was really low, was so low. I remember I was really bad. Actually, I was so bad mentally. I was really bad. I remember at university there were some practical work classes, and one day one teacher decided to attack me in front of everyone because I couldn't answer one question. And I know I was not really involved in the lessons because I was not interested, but I was successful in the examinations, so it was okay. But she just attacked me during 15 minutes. And I remember it had an impact in my anxiety, in my stress. After that, one time she asked me to read during the class. Before that, I was loving reading, when a teacher asks you to read something. And I was almost crying when I was reading because I was so anxious, and also it had an impact on me when I had to speak in front of a lot of people in public. I was just anxious, I was stressed. It was too much for me, really too much for me. But before that, at college, I was loving reading, speaking, and yeah, after that, with everything mixed together, university, people around me, toxic friendships, toxic relationships, yeah, my mental health was so down at that time. In 2017, I successfully completed my master's degree. I graduated in civil and criminal law, so I'm a lawyer. I'm not an influencer, guys. I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer first. To continue, I had also questions about what's your job? How did you become a trainer? So in French, ton diplôme, dans quoi tu travailles? Did you always know what you wanted to do in life? So I think I answered a little bit that questions. So after my studies, I didn't directly work in my studies because I didn't find directly a job, but I was working in the gym where I was going. I was just behind the desk giving some informations. After 11 months, I found an employee job at a Beliefs. It was the worst month of my life, and my colleagues also, they were all the time speaking my back. Also in front of me, they were speaking my back, like, I don't like that kind of coat. And that day I remember I had that coat, that kind of coat, a jacket. So it was a jacket from my sister's shop. I just wanted to leave. So I started personal training at that time. So during the day I was going to the Beliefs, and in the evening I started my business of personal training. So after 4 months at the Beliefs and as a personal trainer during the evening, I decided to leave, and actually it was the best decision of my life. My parents just supported me in this decision, but after 4 months only, because they saw me, I was so anxious, I was not good. It was like I was finally living after a long time not living. I was living my life, and I'm really grateful today because I'm sure that I had to finish my studies. I had to experience that job, that first job, to realize what I wanted to do in life. So everything went very well for me during the years after, because I directly became the head trainer of the gym. I had a few persons that were working with me in my gym. Everything went really good. I created some events inside the gym, outside the gym, also during COVID. I had directly a lot of clients. I was really enjoying doing my job. I still was at that time in a relationship that lasted 8 years until 2020, and my confidence was higher but not at the top yet, so it was higher because of my job. You are, I think, really proud of you when you work for yourself and you earn your money by yourself, because yeah, you have to manage everything. So the confidence was growing, but I think not enough. So I explained that because you asked me what motivated you to start filming your workout, and did you expect to grow this huge? How did you start social media? Don't you want to work as a lawyer if you studied it? Actually, at that time, after 3-4 years of personal training, I thought it was not challenging for me anymore, and I think I need challenge in my life. I was just turning in circles because I was doing sometimes 18, 15, 18 personal training in one day. It was 30 minutes sessions, but it was a lot, and it was really, the same every time. So one day in early 2022, I know everybody started TikTok during COVID, but I was not on TikTok. In 2022, I decided to pick my phone one day to go to the gym and to record my workouts. Directly, I had videos that became viral. It really motivated me to continue because I had a lot of great comments on my first viral TikToks. I want to explain that in 2020, I stopped my 8 years relationship to directly switch into another toxic relationship. This new relationship was the breaking point of my entire life. But actually, he lied about everything, all his life, about his age, about his kids, about almost everything. I won't give you a lot of details about him because it's not worth it, but he had the biggest impact, I think, in my life. Like, it was so toxic. So it was trying to take control over everything, how I was dressing, like you have to dress like this, not like this. It put in my mind that I needed him, and I was not really confident actually to realize that. And he took advantage of this to matrix me. Like, he's older, he know what to do. Like, every day I was crying, guys, literally every day. I changed a lot of things. I changed my work. I was doing like him. I was not doing like me. And remember, guys, I told you that I posted my first TikTok in 2022. So I was actually in that relationship at that time. I remember the first time I had 1 million views on a video. I was so happy. I was so excited. I was like, look, I have 1 million views. The only thing that he told me was, okay, so everybody's going to see your ass. And I promised, guys, when I had views on some videos, because I never stopped because of him, but when I had views, he acted like I didn't exist for sometimes 2, 3, 4 days, and I was crying for that guy. I was really crying, but the only thing I know is I was really enjoying doing that, creating some content, so I continued. It's crazy because also a lot of people around me in Belgium know that people are not used to creating content or seeing other people just recording themselves at the gym. Are you going to make a video again today? Again. And I was like, yeah, because the first month, on TikTok I had views, but the first months from May until February this year, so 2023, I had maybe 500 likes on my reel, and people had really hard time encouraging me. Actually, I was really alone in that process. I knew that I had to continue because I was loving doing that. In 2023, I was so depressed. My mental health was so low, but I stopped the relationship in August, end of August. So 1 year ago. And I know that with him next to me, I will never have evil. Never. Because there are some people, they tell you, I want you to be happy, but they don't want, because they are too insecure. They just want to see you lose. They just want to see you cry and you lose. And it's crazy, but it's the world. It's like that. So take care of you guys. It's never easy to leave, to quit. It's never easy to stop something or a bad situation, but for me finally it was an outcome. And since last year I've been alone. It's 1 year now, and I've learned to stay alone, just to enjoy my own company. It's really important. Finally I know my value, and that's why today I am able to share with you my vibe, my energy, my positive energy, because when you are depressed and when you are not really confident, you are not able to do that. So I'm really grateful today that I had the energy, the power to leave that bad situation. And 2022 was for me maybe one of my best year, because I was feeling that I was growing finally. But I've learned so many things about me, myself, about the way I have to manage my relationships, and about the most important thing, about my value. I'm so grateful because this year I started working with a fitness brand, so everything went really fast. Yeah, I was more consistent about social media just after that relationship, so in September 2022. This year my Instagram has, I would say, exploded. I had 20k on February, so it's crazy for me because I did my vision board with a friend in January, and I was like, okay, I want to work with a fitness brand. I think it was 30k on Instagram, and yeah, it's much more right now, and we are on September, so it's crazy for me. I'm working today with ABL, so I have a tracksuit tonight of ABL. I'm so happy with them. And also I do less personal training. I still go to the gym today because I really enjoy some of my clients. They are like friends. So with positive energy, I think you can go everywhere you want. Once you start working hard at what you love, I think you can reach your goals. Just put it in work. Hard work pays off. This year I was working really hard for my social media. I was going to the gym, still going to the gym until like April, a lot, and I was really organized. I was doing content, going to the gym. I never stopped, so I speak too much. Okay, would you like to go abroad? Yeah, I think one day I would like to go abroad, because I'm not in tune with the mentality in Belgium. People are really closed, and I'm really right now suffering of this. I still don't know where, but I would like to go just where I'm feeling good, and yeah, maybe where also people understand what I'm doing. Favorite type of outfits. Kara Chitran is my favorite of all time. That girl is just wow. Her style just inspired me since 2012. So it's between, street style and classy. I really love mixing both together. Some places you want to travel around the world, I would like to go. I don't know why, but no, I know why. I just adored the clip of Drake, Find Your Love. I better find your love, that was a song. I really love that song, and since that clip, I want to visit Jamaica. I want to go also to Puerto Rico, because I love reggaeton, I love dembow, and I would like to visit Central America, South America too. Favorite brands, singers, songs, it's so hard to answer that question. I love music. Music is a big part of my life, you already know. I really love hip-hop, French songs, US songs, reggaeton, dembow, dancehall. I really love dancehall also. I really love the song Scream from Timbaland. I don't know why, it's one of my favorites. LL Cool G, Love You Better. I love, which one? Maybe Find Your Love of Drake is one of my favorite too. I cannot answer this question. It's too complicated for me, guys. So, are you confident since when? I would say maybe 1 year or 2 years, but it depends of the situation. I think it's the same for everybody. It depends of the situation. It's not easy to answer that question, because today, also for me, you put me in one kind of situation, maybe I will be less confident than if you put me in a gym or in front of people just doing a group class, sorry. And last big topic, relationship with your sisters. Are you close with your sisters? Do you live with either of them? Does being a triplet affect you growing up as an individual person? So the relationship with my sisters is crazy, is really special. So we are born the same day, and we are extremely close, even if we have whole life. Definitely they are like my best friends, even if it's really important for each of us to have whole friends. But I know that anytime I can count on my sisters. It's priceless. The only thing that was really hard actually, and people don't understand that, it was that everybody saw us as the triplets and not as married, Pauline, Justine, not individual person, and it has affected us a lot. Today I'm so proud because we have managed all of this, but it was really hard time. It was not easy at all when we were teenagers, because you know, when you are a teenager you want to assert yourself as who you are. I remember, for example, a situation, just an example, but it happened a lot of times. I was talking to someone for maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that, and after that time the person asked me, who are you, which one? I was like, okay, so didn't even know who I was. I was like, and you know, it affects you a little bit, so it's important for us to have her word, our personality, so we are all three doing different things. And I would say that I'm really proud of us today because we managed that situation pretty well today. We are still growing and evolving in the situation of being triplets, because I think every day it's a challenge. Actually, it's so good, but it's a challenge too. And we managed today to grow as individual person. It was the most important thing for us. We are all three doing different jobs, different things, and I think we definitely find ourselves day after day. Alors la question, quels sont tes goals ultimes? What are your goals? Just finding peace. I would like to have a family, so I'm 30 already, but I trust life, I trust the process. I know if I find myself, I will find someone for sure, but I really would like some kids, not triplets, but some kids, yeah. I would like to continue to do my dream jobs and to have health, because health is the most important thing. If I don't have health, I cannot do my job, I cannot take care of my family. So what would you say to your youngest self? So I don't want negativity in that video, I really don't want, okay, but I would say that take care of you guys, because the world is mean. You will meet some bad people for you, of course, because they are good people, but they are bad people, so take care of that. You will fall in life, you will absolutely fall in life a lot of times. You will go through complicated situations, but it's to move forward better, okay, it's to move forward better after that. Remember that every time. So keep your head up and trust the process, trust life, and there, because if you don't dare, if you always stay in your comfort zone, you will never grow. And enjoy life, because life can be really beautiful. So stay positive, guys. So that were my last words in this video. Guys, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed tonight telling you my story. I hope like this you understand better my journey, who I am. I hope we can be friends. No, but leave a comment. Just subscribe if you want more, because this year will be crazy. Next year will be more crazy. I'm so grateful about everything, and just guys, trust life, trust the process, and I love you so much. What you want, is it really that important? You've been on my mind and I really can't ignore it. Little baby, you a 10. Wait a minute.